Hi, my dear students. We are studying chapter 6, the changes around us. In our last class, we have seen many changes which occur around us, in our surroundings. Daily we see so many changes in our environment, in our surroundings. And we have seen that these changes can be classified into two groups. One, changes that can be reversed. And second, changes that cannot be reversed. We know that we can bring out a change either by heating a substance or by mixing it with any other substance. For example, when we heat water, what happens? You know, water changes into water vapor. So change of water into water vapor, that process is known as evaporation. It's a change. And if that water vapor is cooled, it will change back to water. So the change of water into water vapor is a change that can be reversed because water vapor can be changed back to water. And that process, the change of water vapor back to water, that process is known as condensation. So evaporation and condensation are two opposite changes. Another, if you take a piece of ice and keep it in a glass tumbler or a beaker or any vessel, after some time you know that ice changes into water. Melting of ice is a change that can be reversed because that water, if you keep in a freezer, it will change back to ice. Then last class we have seen that a paper can be folded. That is a change that can be reversed because we can unfold the paper. And like that, so many changes we have seen that can be reversed, and some changes that cannot be reversed. Burning of a candle, for example, is a change that cannot be reversed. There is an activity in your book. Activities like this: take a candle and measure its length using your scale. Then light the candle. Let it burn for some time. Then put off the candle and again find the length, measure the length of the candle. You can see that there is some decrease in the length of the candle. So that is a change which cannot be reversed. Burning of candle is a change that cannot be reversed. In the same way, light an incense stick, agarbatti, you know, and it burns and you get fragrance, very nice fragrance everywhere. And after some time, you can see the incense stick finish. And that is a change that cannot be reversed. Once it is burned, then it is finished. But melting of wax, take some wax in a small vessel and heat it. That solid wax melts and becoming liquid. And if you cool, that liquid wax will again become solid. So melting of wax is a reversible change. But burning of a candle is not reversible. It cannot be reversible. So it is irreversible. In your home, your mummy make curd from milk. And when milk changed into curd, it cannot be changed back to milk. So that is also a change that cannot be reversible. Rusting of iron. Iron objects get rusted in the presence of moisture and oxygen, air. and that is also a change that cannot be reversible. Growth of plants, animals, human beings, etc. are changes that cannot be reversible. You can find so many examples of changes that can be reversed and that cannot be reversed from your surroundings. Now you know, we use various agricultural implements for cultivation, like spade, pickaxe, etc. Let me show you a spade. And this is the blade of the spade. And it has a ring. And there is a handle. And the handle is fitted in the ring. In agricultural implements like spade, pickaxe, etc., the handle is slightly larger than the ring. Then the ring is heated. On heating, it will expand. That is known as thermal expansion. Solids will expand on heating. Liquids will also expand on heating. And gases will also expand on heating. Their size increases. Volume increases. That is thermal expansion. And on heating the ring, it expands. So the slightly larger handle can easily go inside. On cooling, what will happen? It will contract. So this is a reversible change. Thermal expansion is a reversible change. When we heat, it expands, and on cooling, contracts. So on cooling, contracts, and the handle will be fitted very tightly. So this is the method how blacksmiths fit handle in agricultural implements. First they heat the ring, then the slightly larger handle will go inside easily, and they will allow it to cool. On cooling, the ring contracts and the handle fits tightly. Now, have you seen a bullock cart or a horse cart? Yes, you have seen. And what type of wheels these carts have? They have very large wooden wheels. And these wooden wheels have an outer iron ring. Outer iron ring. What's the purpose of that? Yes, to protect the wooden wheels. To prevent wear and tear. And also to help smooth running. So, these bullock cart, horse cart, their wheels have an iron frame. Do you know how this iron frame is fitted? Not using any screw or nail. Here, the iron frame is made slightly smaller than the wheel. So diameter will be slightly less than the wheel. And then this iron frame is heated strongly. On heating, you know, it will expand. Then that hot ring is fitted on this wooden wheel. On cooling, it will contract and then it will fit very tightly to the wooden wheel. So, here we have seen thermal expansion of solid. Liquids will also expand on heating. Gases will also expand on heating. These things you will study in your higher classes. Now, an example of this thermal expansion you can see in bridges. After 10 meters or 15 meters, little gap is left. Little small gap. That is the room for thermal expansion. If there is no gap, in that time, because of the heat of the sun, the bridge will expand and it may crack. So in order to avoid that cracking, a small gap is given after 10 meters or like that. In railway tracks, if you are able to see a railway track, you just see railway track, the rails are fitted in such a way that there is little gap between two rails. This is the room for thermal expansion. So this is thermal expansion, and that is a change that can be reversible. So we have seen different types of changes, and some changes can be reversible and some changes cannot be reversible. Now we know we can bring out changes by mixing one substance with another substance. For example, if you mix little salt with water, what happens? The salt dissolves in water and you get a mixture, a solution you will get. The same way, sugar can be dissolved in water. Copper sulfate can be dissolved in water. In our previous lesson, we have seen some materials dissolved in water, and they are called soluble materials. And you know, when we get salt solution, is that change a reversible change or irreversible change? Yes, you remember. It is reversible change because from salt solution we can get back the salt by evaporation. Okay, so dissolving any substance in water to get a solution, that is a change that can be reversible. So, my dear students, now you got an idea about different changes. And last class I have given you some homework to find out 10 changes that can be reversed from your surroundings. You just think. So many changes you see daily, hundreds of changes. And from that, you just write in your notebook the changes that can be reversed and the changes that cannot be reversed. Okay, now you got the idea, I think. Okay, my dear students, today let us wind up. Thank you. Thank you very much.